Hi guys, thank you for watching Beauty Box. I'm Hazebex. Today I'm doing a tutorial that was requested, it was requested by a 13-year-old girl, and she said, can you do a New Year's Eve look for me using pretty cheap makeup? So that's what, it's not this one, but what I've done is I did the teenage look first and then I intensified it in an adult version. So you can either watch the whole video or you can watch half the video, but the first part of the tutorial is the requested section. Now the makeup that I used, I was just going to use MUA and stuff, and then I went to work and I saw this, which is Shout magazine, and it was the Christmas special. It was $4.99, and with the Christmas special you got a Beauty UK makeup kit, and I thought that would be perfect. So for a £5 I got pretty much all the products that I used for the tutorial, apart from the lips, the blush and the mascara, oh, and obviously the foundation. All the eye was all from this kit. So yeah, it's $4.99. This is running until the 3rd of January next year, so this is still available, and again it was $4.99. So this is everything that I got in the palette. I got two of them horrible little sponge tip applicators, which I used in the tutorial but I hate. You get two eyeliners, one of which Imi has completely worn down. I don't know if you can see that, but it was gold. I'm trying to swatch it. It's there, I don't know if you can see it or not. And then you get a black, which goes onto the skin really nice, goes onto the waterline crap, but anyway. And then you got a shimmer, which doesn't have a name, it looks like this. And I've got some in the lid, so I'll just do a little sort of swatch for you if I can get hold of any. Got more on my table than anywhere else. It's a nice all over shimmer. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of like shimmering away on my finger as well. And you get, I've got a very bored 2-year-old next to me, so you'll hear some whinging. I've got an eyeshadow trio which looks like this, and it's got, that's the gold, the brown and the black, so it is very pigmented, which is this. And then the last thing, which I thought was really cute, I love the packaging on this, and it's a glitter eyeliner and it looks like this, but I love the sparkles around the lid. And then you get a brush like this, and then obviously it just sort of looks like that. So I thought for $4.99 that's pretty good for kids or adults, because I got quite excited when I saw it. What, do you want to come on camera with me? No? So yeah, that's the kit that I used to do part of this look. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and I will see you all soon. Bye! Okay, so I'm going to start with foundation. Now, obviously you don't have to do this step. I'm just personally doing it because I am older and I feel that I need it. But if you want to put a little bit of foundation on because it's New Year's, then obviously you can do, but you can just completely skip this step because you're 13. Hopefully you'll have gorgeous, beautiful, clear skin. It's entirely up to you if you want to do this stage or not. I am at the moment using the Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation in shade 100, which is ivory. I got this for a £5. Mind the table, please. I got this for a £5 from Bodycare. I know that it was on offer in Tesco for £7. There are a lot cheaper makeups out there, like obviously you've got Beauty UK, you've got Too True, all this sort of thing, but I haven't got any of their foundations. You can also get foundation from Avon in the Colour Trend range, which you can normally pick up for like £2 or £3. It just doesn't react with my skin very well, but Colour Trend is for a much younger sort of avenue. But this is the foundation that I'm using, and I'm going to be applying it with an e.l.f. stippling brush, which was £3 from the website. You can do it with your fingers, but I'm just going to put it on with a brush today, just purely because It's the only way that I tend to put my foundation on. I don't like putting it on with my fingers because I've got nails on. That's the only reason. It all goes under my nails, and it just goes everywhere. Now this is going to be fun because I haven't got my big mirror with me, so I'm trying to set up my little mirror so that I can see what I'm doing. If you do own a stippling brush, or if you've got an older sister or your mum or an auntie or somebody who has, then you just want to start by sort of stippling it onto the skin a little bit and then use circular motions to blend it in. If you are going to be doing a foundation, make sure that you go all the way up to your hairline, ears, and when I get down there you want to do the base of like your neck and the bottom of your chin and everything, because otherwise it's going to be very, very obvious that you're wearing makeup. So obviously do all your neck. Try and stick to a foundation that is as close to your natural skin colour as possible. Just again because you don't want to be too obvious that you're wearing foundation. I mean, everybody does, but you don't want to look like you've stuck your face in a can of Tango, you know what I mean? So we're just blending this lightly all over the skin. Because of the winter, your skin may be a lot drier depending what sort of skin you've got, so you may need to use a little tiny bit of moisturiser or something underneath. You can use brands such as Dove, Nivea, that sort of thing. My skin is very dry at the moment, but that is because I've literally taken my makeup off like 5 minutes ago, because I've been at work this morning and I had all my makeup on for work, but I had to take it off again to do this tutorial. So I've taken all my Urban Decay off for you, my lovely viewers, so I hope you appreciate it. Over the lips. I always go over my eyes as well because it just gives them a bit of a nice base. And then any that you've got left, just sort of dab all over. Make sure that you have got your ears, got all the back, like if you're going to be having your hair up, make sure you do sort of a little bit further back on your neck as well. If you get any little hairs off of your brush, don't worry about it because we can get rid of those either now or you can get rid of them in a second. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to powder. I'm just going to wipe this off my hand. I'm just going to move on to powder. I'm using a Tesco powder, which I think cost me about £4. And a kabuki brush that I got from Avon. I'm just going to use this to set everything. Powder's always good if you've got quite an oily skin because it gives you the nice matte finish that we're looking for. You don't really want sort of a dewy finish in winter because nobody is dewy in winter. Not in the UK anyway. So you are looking for a much sort of matter finish. A lot more flattering in photos as well. Make sure you go over everywhere that you've put foundation, so also your eyes, cheeks. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my palette. Well, it's not a palette, it's a kit. The one thing I am going to do first, which I do highly recommend, is I'm going to use an eyeshadow base. Now if you don't have one, they are really, really easy to make, and I have made a video on homemade eyeshadow primers, so I will link that to this video, and like, I'll put it here so that you can click on it or something. Just because it will make your makeup last all night, and it also makes the colours a little bit brighter. So at the moment I'm using an e.l.f. one. This one is in Champagne, and that's just because it's the only one that I could find this morning. You do really want a more neutral one for this look, but again, it's the only one that I could find at like 6:30 this morning when I went to work. And you want to apply this an even coat anywhere that you're going to be putting makeup. You can put it underneath your eyes as well, like that. And you are allowed to pull the funny faces if you want to. So I'm going to be starting off with the eyeshadows. So you've got like a goldy colour and a brown and a black. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to use the little brushes as well so that you can see. I hate these things, I don't recommend using them, but I'm going to use them so that you can see exactly what I'm going to be doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the middle, no, I'm going to put the first shade, which is the gold. I'm going to put that all over the lid. Now what you want to do is load up your brush like this and then tap off any excess into the tray. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pat this onto the eyelid. Now the reason that we're patting rather than sweeping it on is just because you get a better colour payoff. And then if you need any more, just go back into your palette. Again, just put it on all over. And once you've got a base like that, then you can go back in and sweep some on, just to get a bit of more even coverage. Then it will look like that. So I'm just going to do the same on the other eye. You just want to go up to the crease with this. Now if you're not sure where your crease is, it's basically the top of your eye. So it's like here. It's where your bone is. Okay, so we've now got that gold all over the eye. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the brown shade, which is the middle one. And on the side of the brush, I'm going to take this and pat it lightly above where the gold is and then start sweeping it in. And we're just looking for like a little sweep of colour just above the gold, nothing too mental. So it should end up looking like that. So I'm now going to do the other eye. It feels so weird using these little sponge tip applicators because I haven't used one of these for a long time. Okay, so that should then look like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the black on the other side, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the outer corner. So I'm going to put it all in here and do a V. Can you see it looks like a V or a backwards C? And just sort of keep working it into the brown and into the gold. We're just trying to darken up this outside corner a little bit, like that. If you want it a little bit darker, just go back in with a bit more shadow. The whole point is to be able to build. If you go straight in with it really, really dark, it's a lot harder to correct. Whereas if you just build it up gradually, you're much more likely to get the result that you want. It does take a little bit longer, but you end up with the result that you wanted. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the black and I'm going to sweep this halfway underneath my eye. Make sure you pull a funny face because that stretches your eye out. So you just want to go halfway in and then do the same on the other side. Like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the black eyeliner that comes in the kit and I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. Just like so. But I'm going to stop where the black stops. So I'm only doing half the eye. Like that. And then I'm going to take the other eyeliner that comes in this kit, which is a gold one. It's like a yellowy gold. And I'm going to put this on the inner part of my lower lash line so that it lightens my eye up a little bit. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the glitter liner that comes in the kit, a brush like this, and I'm going to run this along my lash line. Just to give your eyes a little bit of sparkle. If you need to go over it a couple of times, then do. I'm also going to do a bit of a flick at the end. And then do the same on the other side. I really like the packaging on this one. I really like the stones that are around the outside of the lid. It's really pretty. Now I've got a bit of sparkle. Now I'm going to take the same product, because we also got a little pot of shimmer. So I'm going to open the shimmer up, if I can. There we go. It's very, very shimmery. That's what it looks like inside. And I'm going to take a little bit of this with my applicator and I'm going to put it into the lid. Like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of this eyeliner underneath my lashes so that it meets up with the black, and then I'm going to take this on the side, dip it into the shimmer that's in the lid so it looks like this, and then I'm just going to press it on underneath. So So it looks like that. Do the same on the other side. So that's the underneath now done. And I'm also going to take a little bit of this shimmer and I'm going to put it right in the middle of my eyes. So you want to take a little bit of the eyeliner, put it right in the middle of your eye, over the top of that gold eyeshadow, and again dip into it and then just pat it on. Like that, and that'll just give your eyelid a little bit of shimmer. Like that, and then you just want to take your finger and just sort of blend it a little bit. Okay, so that is the eye shadows and stuff done. The only other thing I am going to do, actually, I'm not happy with my amount of sparkles, so I'm going to take my eyeliner again and do a bigger line going upwards, just because I want loads of sparkle. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I can find my kit, I'm going to curl my eyelashes and put some mascara on. Now the only mascara that I've got on me is an Avon one, but you can again pick up cheap mascaras from Beauty UK and MUA and stuff. So I'm just going to curl my lashes. You shouldn't need to do this, it's because my lashes are absolutely awful, but hopefully you won't need to do this. Emmy's singing to you now. Okay, and then apply your mascara. Now you want to start, make sure that you get your root. And brush it all the way to the ends, and this will open your eyes up. And make sure that you do your bottom lashes as well, because they're just as important. Okay, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a blusher and a lip gloss. Both of these are by MUA. The blusher is number 1 and it's this really pretty pink. You're going to take some on your brush, smile, pat it onto the bit that's here when you smile, and then sweep it towards the back. Now this is a nice blush because it's not too strong, so it's not overly, you're not going to look like you were born in the 80s sort of thing. And then I'm going to take this MUA lip gloss, which is in number 1. No, it's not, it's in number 2. Looks like this. And put this all over the lips. and he's having some lip gloss on. Woo! Do lots of zhuzhing with your lips. Get rid of any little marks or whatever you've got left. And then that is it. That is the finished look. So that's the eyes. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm now going to sort of do a bit more of an older version. So if this isn't enough for you, I mean, I don't know anything about you. I don't know if you are allowed to wear makeup, if you wear loads of makeup, if you wear a little bit. This is more of a generic 13-year-old look because there's not too much in it. But I am now going to sort of make it more adult and make the eyes a bit darker and smokier. So if you are allowed to wear more makeup, or if you want to do more, then obviously keep watching and see the second part of the video. And if you don't, then I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you all in a minute.